How have you found getting everyone in product teams, including devs, to buy into business goals, KPIs or OKRs, whichever you use, so they instinctively know the impact their work has to achieve?
I think that is the sort of the core art of product management, right? It's like choosing the right number that you need to move. I think I see this more as an investor, actually, and I see some companies where founders have picked OKRs that are just way too removed from day-to-day impact and a little bit too hand-wavy and a bit up in the air, which, is nice in some way because it shows big vision, but like we all need our sort of dopamine feedback loops, right? Where we can see the work that we're doing actually is having a direct effect. So I think that is like the core, one of the core skills of a product manager. Like you need to know that you're building a metric where the input of your team is directly sort of correlated and coupled to the metric that they are moving.
One of the questions I think someone was asking is how you would define product market fit for both of your businesses, and maybe a build on that, if it feels relevant, your kind of views on the MVP and how that does or doesn't help.
So how can you effectively set everyone's expectation of the first time you release something, it's going to be wrong. And so therefore you have to build it as light as possible to get it right. And now we're getting onto MVP, which is if you go with the expectation it's going to be wrong, how do you get rid of those assumptions as quick as possible so that you can move and adjust as quickly as possible? MVP is not just so I can get my point across. It's not a case of here's what we're building as a North Star. How do you scale it back to a point where we can do it within 3 months? That is not MVP. MVP is knowing you're going to get it wrong. So how do you get the bits of it and the learnings as quick as possible? So you reduce the cost of getting it wrong.
The final point of what you deliver is a hell of a lot better because you got it wrong first time.
For sure.
And it would never have got to that point if you hadn't got it wrong first time. So I think we're definitely on the same page there.